I would like to welcome you to this edition of the Financial News You Can Use show. It is a beautiful day here on Topsail Island, located in coastal North Carolina. Today, I thought we would revisit the troubled real estate market and talk about some solutions relating to selling and renting your home. In this environment of falling real estate prices, lots of foreclosures, and real estate-owned properties on the market, plus an overabundance of houses, all competing for fewer buyers or renters, it is imperative that we make your home look its best. Today we welcome Jessica Perrone, owner of Just Perfect Home Staging. She is a home staging expert with a track record of staging houses that receive multiple offers and sell for top prices. Home staging has become popular these days as more and more people are learning about it from TV shows such as Designed to Sell on HGTV and Sell This House on A&E. Home staging is also known as real estate enhancement, and some may call it interior redesign. In the real estate world, the basic idea behind home staging is to make a house more attractive to potential buyers. It is a growing industry because there are literally hundreds of thousands of houses on the market today. In real estate, home staging has two main objectives. The first one is to emphasize the best features of the property. This includes improvement of certain aspects of the property and trying to deflect buyers' attention away from the less attractive features of the property. The second objective is making homes attractive to a majority of possible buyers. This involves neutralizing or removing the client's identity, giving the home a more general appeal. Research shows that well-staged homes sell approximately 32% faster than non-staged homes. They also sell for 3 to 10% more money. Do the math and tell me how many thousands of dollars we're talking about. Homes which are properly staged are warm, cozy, romantic, and have sex appeal. They sell the fastest. As a seller, you may hire a professional home stager, or you might try staging a home yourself. Let's get right into some of the home staging stories before we turn the show over to Neal and Jessica. Okay, we're going to talk about a few success stories here. For this edition of Financial News You Can Use, I decided to look up some success stories reported by happy homeowners after they struggled to sell their homes for months and sometimes years of trying. $4.5 million home in Bay Colony condo sold in just 10 days. This condo had been remodeled but not furnished. It had been on the market for 7 months without an offer. A home staging company finished staging it on June 1st, 2010. It was shown to a buyer the next day. The buyer's offer was accepted 10 days later. The homeowner said it was the only offer they had received on the property, despite its excellent location in Pelican Bay, with Gulf views and its large size. Buyers just couldn't picture themselves living there until they made it look like a home. Second story. Condo sold in 2 days. A staging company staged a condominium that had been on the market for 9 months, with no offers, despite regular, well-attended weekend open houses. It was furnished with the seller's second-hand furnishings that did not show the house well. The staging company replaced the furniture in the living room and the dining room with beautiful furniture and accessories, and added luxurious bedding and accessories to the bedrooms. They completed the staging on May 18, 2010. The home sold at the next open house on May 20th. 2 days later. Needless to say, the sellers were ecstatic. Our third story comes from Pelican Bay condominiums. They were not moving for nearly a year on the market. The listing agents called up a staging company due to their success with another property. The previous owners had enclosed part of the lanai, making an unusual second living area off the master bedroom. They were able to soften the separation between the two rooms by adding sheer draperies. They furnished the important rooms of the house with tropical themed furniture. It sold 2.5 months later. The next story is this brand new beautiful house in Park Shore sat empty on the market for more than 2 years before a home staging company transformed it into a beautiful furnished home that buyers could fall in love with. It sold 4 months later. The sellers and realtor were thrilled. Even though this home was exquisitely furnished, it had a drawback that they were able to eliminate with staging. Both the living room and the family room were unusually shaped. Until they furnished them, buyers were puzzled on how to use the space. As a result, they could not see themselves living there. Once the rooms were furnished, the issue went away, and buyers were able to mentally move into that home. There was a house on Gordon Road that was on the market for 2.5 years before it was staged. It sold in less than 3 months later. The house was owned by an elderly couple and was furnished when they began their project. They made the home look larger by removing a portion of an oversized wall unit, rearranging some furniture, and having some items pre-packed by professional movers. There was a large cement planter in the entry that could not be removed. It was unattractive, and the buyers saw the minute they walked into the home. The staging company added a fountain to it and attractive plantings around it and gave it a more up-to-date look. And because it was only steps from the beach, they gave it a more beach house feel. There was a condominium on Topsail Island that was on the market for a year before they hired a staging company to stage it. It sold 5 weeks later. Before staging, the unit looked dated. They gave it a more modern look by replacing key light fixtures and cabinet hardware, removing wallpaper borders, repainting some walls, and furnishing and accessorizing some of the rooms. Some changes made a huge difference in the way this condo appealed to buyers. So I guess it is very apparent that home staging is an integral part of selling or renting a home. Perception is everything. That reminds me of a story I have about a home I owned on Long Island. Every year we had a fantastic 4th of July party. We transformed the house into a party place, turning the kitchen into a meeting room, the family room into a children's refuge, and the screen porch into a bar and grill area. The pool area was turned into a cabana club, and the driveway into a DJ booth and a dance floor. Well, a realtor friend of mine came by when I wanted to sell the house, and he was stunned when he did a walkthrough. He didn't even recognize the place when it wasn't set up in party mode. That's when I realized that perception is everything. Well, that's all I have on home staging today. Let's take a quick commercial break and return with Neal Whittington as he interviews Jessica Perrone, an expert in this field.